Hey, hey, hey. Now, all my videos to this date have been let me open up to you. Maybe the camera can be done a little. Oh, okay, there we go. That's nicer. A bit more. There we go. Okay, now you can see me. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see you again. And this is today's Saturday, January 26th, day 4 of my challenge, and my challenge of making 30 videos in 7 days, and I'm already more than halfway there. And I was out walking like I normally do, and just walking around my favorite place here in Jacksonville, North Carolina, is the local park, Jacksonville Commons Park. There's a pond over there with water gushing out. There's a lot of cool walkways. There's geese. It's clean. There's no trash around. It's outdoorsy. I feel safe. All good things. But this is where I go to clear my head and get away from the other people that aren't that are not going in the same direction as me. Now, let me share something with you that has been good for my flow of content. As far as clearing my mind of, just being present with my thoughts and who I am, so I can deliver to the viewers on YouTube. I need to separate and get away from a lot of people that just are not on that path, because a lot of times they'll indirectly take you off of your direction. Here's an example. If you wake up at maybe 8, 9, 10, and you might have roommates, or you might have family that you meet in the kitchen, or kids, a lot of times when you interact, there's a lot of their distractions. They're gonna put that on your plate. Like, when I woke up this morning, I had such a great idea about sharing my experiences with video games and the pros and cons, and how you can implement that in your business. And I got into a conversation with someone, and they're great stories, and they want to show me stuff on their phone. Look at this video. Isn't that funny? This guy slept on a banana, and haha. But right now, what I wanted to share with you is, whenever I quit my job, I'm not telling you to quit your job to do YouTube, but whenever I quit my job and I put my thought completely here, I was able to deliver videos. Because my old job, I have friends there. I'm constantly talking to people. We have a mission. Me and this group of people have a mission to serve, and we have to interact. We have to put our personalities, and a lot of times their thoughts and their own personal stresses, and they get into my plate, and I might not be able to deliver on what I'm going with or where I'm going. So my point of this video is, the greatest thing I've had for the growth of this channel, or one of the greatest, is letting go of a lot of other people's gibberish that was hindering me from moving at a good speed. Sometimes someone will be like, hey, this horrible thing happened in my family. This is so horrible. This person got arrested. This person died. This person, whatever. And then, you might feel sad about it. It's a sad situation. But that wasn't what you was on that day, bro. You was on your focus, and they took you off your focus. And that's the dangers of other people in your business. And you always need to be alert with that. Always have to be alert of that. The idea that I wanted to share today, and tell me if you like this type of format of me just sitting down and talking, opposed to me walking around, or you like just both of them. But I thought I'd do something different. But my thought today, as far as content, is video games. The number one. I saw this on Google. It might not be right, but it sounds right. But the number one reason for divorce in America is what, 3 out of 4 marriages end up in divorce. The number one reason for divorce in America is video games, because of the distractions. The distraction of the video game in the relationship is the reason that divorces ain't working. I mean, I said that completely wrong. The reason that divorces are happening in America is because the distractions that video games are giving to the couples or whoever's on it, distracting them away from the relationship. And me personally, whenever I was working at my last job as a hibachi chef, I met a lot of people that was in their 30s, 40s, 50s. That's part of their conversation a lot. Like, hey, you played World of Tanks, and you want to get online with me and play, what's that one gun game? Ops. Call of Duty. You want to, and I'm sure those games are fun, but bro, I'm on focus right now. And there was one game, and here's pros and cons, because I'm telling you, video games are a distraction, and they are the number one reason that divorce is happening. And marriage is a relationship. If you got a lot of distraction, you can't be present for your relationship. And that's the same thing for your YouTube business. If you have a lot of distraction, you won't be able to do your business. Poor people spend their time with distractions. Rich people spend their time trying to get more time with assets and buying things that grow. There was one video game that I loved playing, and I'm 45 right now, and I remember me and my brother, when we had our Super Nintendo, I think that's the late 90s, we used to play Mario Kart. And that's the only game that I really loved playing my whole life. And even to this day, they had Mario Kart come out like every 3 or 4 years, and I never was into it. But recently, about 3 years ago, they had a new Mario Kart, and I got back into it. And me and my brother and some co-workers, I remember I played and had so much good times. Really, I did. We had good times. We had these Nintendo Switches, and sometimes we go to Golden Corral and then just eat buffet and be like, yo, let's do a circuit right here, right at Golden Corral, and just race while we're at Golden Corral like a bunch of nerds. And I will say I did get to socialize. I had a good time. And then me not playing any other games and not being a gamer, I only played that until I learned how to be the best at it, until no one can beat me. And they said, hey, you know what? You should enter the local Mario Kart Onslow County tournament. And I was thinking about it, but it got canceled at the last minute because they didn't have enough racers. But the point of sharing that story is, yeah, there's so much great times that I had with that video game. I had so much great times. I got to hang out with friends, and I spent more time with my brother and my nephew, and we had laughs. But now, after that's all over, I didn't do any money making activity, or I didn't, do anything for my business, and I just got distracted. And then, like a couple of years later, uh, I still don't have reoccurring income coming in. I still don't have just money coming in because I wasn't planting seeds back then. I was just distracting myself. There's nothing wrong with distracting yourself, but if you're on a path to a higher money path, if you're on a path of higher growth, you gotta let go of a lot of those distractions, including video games. My name is Quincy Salonga. This is Viral Topics, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, again, day number 4 of the 7-day challenge. We are ahead of schedule. If you're out there doing the challenge with me, stay strong, still keep on making your videos, and I'll see you tomorrow. Aloha, and stay positive.